This video contains spoilers from the newest episode of Steven Universe. Steven Universe continues with the newest episode, Escapism. I saw that Adventure Time showrunner Adam Muda was working on this episode, so I was really excited for it. I wanted to see what types of cool stuff he'd put into Homeworld, but, this episode wasn't really much, was it? I mean, it was cool seeing Steven use his power, the Watermelon Island was cute and creative, there's a nice chill song, and the cliffhanger was interesting, but that's sort of it. Honestly, I haven't even seen the episode that introduced the whole Watermelon Steven thing. That was in season 1, right? For some reason I just missed out on a few episodes that season. So I sort of missed out a bit on this episode too. The whole thing was definitely cute and pleasant, and it gave me a lot of Adventure Time vibes. I mean, he loses his arm, there's a lot of ocean and stars. It was pretty similar. Really reminded me of the Hall Egress and Astral Plane episodes where Finn had a sort of out-of-body experience. So it was definitely a cute little one-off thing, but I feel it just doesn't belong here in the story, you know? Like, it just feels sort of annoying how the last episode has so much going on and so much build-up, and we get this where nothing really important happens until the ending. It felt jarring and unrelated, and I was distracted by that feeling the whole time, so I wasn't really able to get into the episode. I guess in a way this episode lets Steven cope with his emotions and worries, but it still doesn't feel necessary where it is. It's like a random unrelated short story in the middle of this big plot, and that type of thing happens a lot in Western cartoons. Like, I've defended Adventure Time's pacing before because that show didn't have a big single story focus until its final season, so creative, seemingly off-topic episodes felt like the norm. But Steven has been story-heavy since the start, so when an episode like this happens, it just feels like a tease. We want to see what happens next, but all we get is some elaborate dream sequence. It's good like as an episode and it's really well produced and creative and everything, but pacing wise it just feels like it doesn't belong here. I try not to say negative stuff, but I just think it's really weird of them to structure this arc with a pause right before the climax. I guess it's supposed to be a break from the action, but it just distracts from the action. And it's certainly not as interesting as the stuff we saw before. It's so weird that they always do stuff like this. The next episode is an hour-long special, and the trailers are making it look really intense, but we have to wait 2 weeks for that. The only real interesting story thing in this episode was the cliffhanger ending, and we have to wait an extra amount of time for it to be resolved. It's not the end of the world or anything, but it's just kind of annoying. But I don't know. I feel like this episode won't be well received. I try not to look at other people's opinions so I can make up my own. So I wonder what everyone thinks about this one. I guess the song released early and people were excited to see how it fit in, and from the promo I was really expecting Lars to make an appearance again, but oh well. It subverted our expectations, but it really didn't give us anything we wanted to see. And that makes it a bit of a disappointment from a viewer's perspective. But let me know what you thought about this episode in the comments. If you enjoyed this video of mine, please feel free to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications to know when I post a new video. Thanks for watching!